Hello, everybody. This is Elisha Keating from wisdomseekers.net. Again, emphasis on the .net. And I'm here today for the energy for the week of August 18th to the 24th, 2019. I have to say, August is going by at a very rapid pace for me. And this is for water, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. And so I'm going to just start. And so the first card I pulled is move. Things are changing, shifting. And we all know that. We've all been directly affected by the energy of the of the now. Things are shifting, changing, becoming, well, topsy-turvy is the best word for it. Well, there could be a lot of other better words, but up and down. But it's good because what's coming in is pushing the old out. And sometimes the old is deeply rooted and also very, in some cases, vile. So it takes a bit of effort to get rid of the vile because we have to get through it. We have to look at it and say, ew, and then accept that this has been part of our heritage, part of what we allowed to happen, because we're all responsible, because the energy is quantum. Somewhere, some way, we understood, we knew what was happening on some level, not necessarily consciously, but on some level, and we allowed it to continue. So now it's changing and shifting. We're no longer allowing it. And that's the point that's most important, right? We are not allowing it. So 3 of Wands, that's the base card. And this is a card that's very funny after all my spiel about not allowing things. We're taking control of our own lives. This is a very positive card. It's generally a business card, but we're taking control of our lives. We're becoming responsible for what is ours and what we need to deal with it. And what covers us is the 7 of Wands. And the 7 of Wands is somebody who's very adept at dealing with life situations. So maybe in the past we haven't been, but we are now very adept at creating and changing. And it's us, we're the ones that are doing it. And why are we doing this? What pushed us to it? Well, the Princess of Swords. And it's because we dug into the subconscious and brought up the stuff, and we didn't necessarily like what we saw. So we decided to change it. And even though it's on the news and doesn't touch us, we are the ones that have decided to change it. We're the ones that are trying to make it go away. Well, clean it out. We don't want it to go away. We want it cleaned out. We want the memory shifted. We want the genetics shifted. And we can all do that. We can clear the genetic ramifications of abuse, of all sorts of abuse. We can change it, make our DNA clear and clean. It's just how we think. All right. And what's just below us? It says 6 of Swords, which means we're almost where we want to be. And that's just below us. So we're almost where we want to be, and it's a very positive, happy card. So what's in front of us? What's the Emperor? And I always have a hard time with the Emperor because he's two-faced. When he's got his woman around him, he's very good and strong and approachable. When he doesn't have his woman around, he's rigid and you can't approach him. You can't change his mind. So I always have to figure out which one is he. So I try to avoid him. Today, I think he's a bit of both. He's willing to change and shift, but he's still got the show me. I don't show me attitude. So we as an energy, We're willing to shift and change. I mean the people, water people, we're willing to shift and change. We're willing to grow. But at the same time, you want to have it prove to you that this is what is happening and this is what we should do. What will the result be for you when you go through this? Well, you get the high priestess. And personally, I read the high priestess as seeing things that other people cannot see, seeing things from a higher perspective. So you see broader, and you see more things than you thought humanly possible, because you're seeing with clarity, you're seeing with integrity. And where does that take us? Where are we going to go with this? Well, it's the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is a card of support. It's a card of strength. It's a card of balance. And it's also, very importantly, you see that's a Holy Grail? It's finding what you're looking for. And we've got 3 major arcana so far. 3, because this is the 3rd one. And we're getting the moon. And the moon is all about growth. People are afraid of it because it hits the subconscious. But the subconscious it likes to bring things up to get rid of it. And again, not the right word. We don't want to get rid of it. We want to transmute it. We want to change it. So the subconscious is there for us to bring up that which no longer serves us. And when I say us, I mean you individually and society. So it's a card of growth, not necessarily easy or simple, but it is growth. And it is also a card of wisdom, because it goes through the 3 stages, the maid, the matron, and the crone. And the crone literally means wise woman. So again, major arcana. And this is the world card. And what will we gain? We will literally gain the world, but the spiritual world. It's not the physical world so much. But this is, you see the energy just bouncing all over. You see all the things in the back. That means we will learn and grow from everything we're experiencing. But we will open up to our true potentials. Our full true potentials, no, we're not possible, because we're still here in the physical, and our physical bodies are not capable of containing all that we are. For that, you have to go directly to your oversoul, and you can go to your oversoul and ask for help. And the oversoul can do anything you choose, because it's the superconscious or subconscious. So we are going to be gifted this week with more abilities, and that's probably clear-sightedness as a general rule. And I can keep on going, but things are going to come together. We're bringing pieces of ourselves together. We're bringing pieces of the world together, because we're no longer at a place where we're working just for ourselves. Now we're working for everybody, because we have got to a phase where we are quantum energy. And what does that mean? It means we got to open our minds up, allow the shift to continue, and realize that when I touch myself here, somebody else can feel it there. Or, the butterfly effect. If the butterfly flaps its wings in Asia, will there be a hurricane over in the Atlantic? And very possibly that is going to happen. So we are learning that we are interconnected. We are all one being, working through individual identities. And that's perfectly all right, because that's what we're designed to do. That's exactly what we're supposed to do. But on some level, we want to realize that we're all one. Where does that bring us? It brings us to a brand new beginning. And that's individually and spiritually, evolutionary for everybody. Water is probably going to be the ones that are farther advanced than the others because water permeates everything. It's about 80% of the world, or 80% of our bodies. So water is probably going to be one of the leaders when it comes to understanding what quantum is, because water is the exact idea of quantum, right? One cell here of water it has the same motion, the same reaction as another one thousands of miles away. Does that make sense? I'm not sure. I understand what I'm saying, but I'm not always sure that I'm clear. But water, you are the forerunners, probably for most of us. So move, allow things to happen in your life, and you will have success and grace. Or this is actually growth, but grace is nice too. So grace and growth can be used interchangeably. So it's going to be, I can't say it's going to be a good week or a bad week from these cards. They don't look bad, but changing and growing like that should be interesting. Very, very, it's a very positive week. But positive doesn't necessarily equate to simple or easy. Being the forerunners usually is not simple and easy. But quantum physics also, maybe it will be. Good luck. And we're going to go with that. If we have any questions, I will do 4.
If you have any questions,
There's only...
do not know your people yet.
Yeah, I will do 4. But yes, how is everybody?
So
hello, Maria.
Palette says,
Hi,
good
Anna.
morning. Good morning. For us, it's evening, so good evening. Infinite Peace says blessings. Malapale says hearts to you.
Thank you.
Annie Luz Fernandez says hello. Maria Herrera says hello. Malapale asks if her Gemini misses her and is thinking about her.
Yes, he does, but he's not ready yet to come back. And he's still a little cranky. Not as cranky as he was, say a while ago. I mean last week. But he's still a little cranky. So be patient. If you want him back, be patient. Okay.
Joao Firmino says, hello, darling. Which country is better for my next professional opportunity? The USA, Ireland, Singapore, UK, or Australia?
Wow. Hang on. Let's see what I can come up with. Not US. Ireland. Ireland would be good. Singapore, not so great. United Kingdom, okay. Australia, okay. So Ireland, United Kingdom, or Australia. Those are the ones that are positive energy for you. Which one's the best, I will ask. Okay, there's no best one there of the 3. You can just toss a coin or say, hey, which one would I like to go to? I do know the standard of living is higher in Australia. It is the number 1 best country to live in. I know a few people who live there and they absolutely love it. So if you're wanting a high standard of living, Australia would probably be a really good place to go and more sunshine. Ireland, it's got more lore. The United Kingdom still has a lot of history. Okay.
Excuse me. Debbie asks, she first says, hello, Eliz-sha and Elle. Hello. Can I ask why do I have trouble with my speech and finding words? Should I be concerned?
I think at this point you're just going through an energy shift and you're moving up one level. You're not there yet, so you've got 1 foot in this level and 1 foot in this level, and you're in between. And that I've been there myself. I've had that same problem. Get lots of sleep, vitamins, iron, potassium, magnesium, B vitamins. I would recommend B6 especially. Lots of sleep. And if it persists, go see a doctor. You never want to take a chance on this sort of thing. I don't feel it's. I don't think it's anything that the doctor will be able to diagnose, but it just might be. And one other thing you may not like: cut out as much white sugar as possible. White sugar is anathema to spiritual development, alcohol, drugs. After you get to a certain level, they hold you back, and you guys are getting to the level where it will hold you back.
I believe it was Debbie, and I could be wrong, but she said a couple weeks ago, one of the interactives or live streams that we've done, that she was cutting back on sugar, and that the 3rd week was hard. So you might be spot on.
Okay, the 3rd week, any week is hard.
Yeah. She also says, "Okay, thank you, will do."
Okay. And milk. Don't drink too much milk. I know that people love milk, but the lactose is not necessarily good for people who are on a spiritual journey.
Excuse me. Our next question comes from Gina Joyce. She asks, "I'm dealing with work drama. Will it ever settle down?"
It will change. People get tired of what they're doing now, but people always like to create havoc, especially people who are being affected by the energy, don't know how to deal with it, think that it's, so they want to find a scapegoat. So there's always going to be some form of drama. It will swirl a bit. It won't always stay centered on the same people. But unfortunately, unless you can work online and just deal with people from a distance, there's always going to be a bit of drama. But this particular one should ease off in a couple of weeks. Sorry.
Our next question comes from Vahara Mind Michelle. that first part of the name always trips me up. Says, "Hello, I just got my first tarot deck. I'm feeling my way through it. Is there something I should be aware of? Thank you, madam."
Practice. Lots of practice. Read through the book. Get a general idea for what a card means. Like the star. Read it, get a general idea. Don't memorize it. Get a general idea, because you want to use your own words and you want to look at it and go, "Oh, well, that bird really stands out. And that has a special meaning." Or the pots are gold and silver. So that has a special meaning. You want to know the tarot, but you don't want to know it inside out. You want to use your intuition as much as possible. Because what you're going to get will be individual for each person. And there's one thing, I've been using this particular card deck. Not this one's not so much. I get new ones every 6 months basically, because they get full of energy and they get tired. They change, they grow. The meanings change and grow. So be willing for things to shift and change and grow, and practice. Just practice, especially for other people, more so than for yourself. Sometimes it's very difficult to read for yourself and you second guess yourself a lot. So practice, and not everybody, but many people are just overjoyed to be a guinea pig for you and tarot. All right. So get to know your cards, play with them, literally play with them, and become friends with them, so that you can pop one out and go, okay, this means Master Craftsman. That's the basic meaning. But what does it mean specifically for the person you're reading for? It will be totally different for, not necessarily totally different, but be very different for each and every one of you, people you read for. Never beat yourself up because, oh, I didn't get that. I'm wrong. Okay, this is a very positive. You want positivity, and basically enjoy it and have fun. And I think that's basic beginner tarot is have fun, enjoy. And
we have a couple of more questions. I'm going to cut you off.
what are they? Anything that's can't wait for tomorrow?
I'm sure that they can. Just one more. SC wants to know if she'll ever hear from her Aquarius again. Or they. Sorry. I don't mean to assume.
Mm-hmm. Well, it seems like right now your Aquarius is out tilting at windmills. And he's a bit fired up. I'm not sure what he's fired up about. I think he's doing his darndest to try and forget about you. Obviously, with these tilting at windmills, he's not doing a great job of that. So at the moment, he has no plans. This can change because what he's doing right now is a stopgap. It's not a forever thing. Okay, and I will, if there's any more questions, I'm going to be doing air tomorrow because it's a little late to do it tonight, and we still have to walk dogs and things like that. So probably not before Pacific time, 11 o'clock, because I don't get up early. But so if we missed any questions today, please feel free to come tomorrow. And Monday, if all is well. If all is well, I have to go to get some tests done, and it shouldn't interfere. But if it does,
we will find a way to let you know.
No, we won't. We'll just do it the day after.
Oh, that too.
So I will try and be here Monday at 6 Pacific time, approximately. Or I might even do it a little earlier. But tomorrow, air, we will be back for air. And it's been my pleasure. It's always my pleasure. I do enjoy talking to people and getting to know people. It's funny, I see the names, and after a while I get to get a feel for that person, and it's kind of cool to go, hey, hi, I know who you are energetically, but I still know who you are. I may never see you I would never be able to pick you out in a crowd, but your energy is familiar. So namaste, namasko.
And thank you for the well wishes.
And thank you very much. Goodbye.